Hey, how's it going everyone? MLT Magic Tricks here. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a performance and tutorial for this really cool no setup card trick that should definitely be in your routine. So I would start this one off by having my spectator give the deck a shuffle. Once they are done, I would instruct them to take out any three of a kind that they want to use for this trick. So let's say my spectator wants to take out these three kings here. We'll go ahead and place them face up on the table. And just so you guys can know, we are going to keep the king of clubs in the deck, and the three that are separated right here are the king of spades, the diamonds, and the hearts. So what I'm going to do now is deal roughly 4 equal piles of cards just onto the table. It doesn't have to be exact. As long as we have 4 piles, we are good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and place them down right here. So this will work perfectly. We have our 4 piles. I would now ask my spectator to take this king of spades, place it face down on this pile to my left, and then take any amount of cards they want to from this second pile and just place them right on top. They're going to do the same thing with this king of diamonds. It's going to go face down. They're going to cut any amount of cards they want to here, place those right on top. We're going to go ahead and do it with the king of hearts. We're just going to now collect all 4 piles together so we have the deck back as one. I'm just going to give the cards a few cuts here to mix up the pack a little bit more. Now what I'm going to do is deal out all the cards here one at a time, alternating between face up and face down. And I would have my spectator keep an eye out for one of those 3 kings that we started with in our face up pile. You guys will remember that king of clubs was a part of the deck. You know, at the start, that was the one we left out. So that's fine if it's there. But again, I would have my spectator keep an eye out for the other 3 kings. I'm just going to deal out all the cards. I didn't see any of them there, so that's good. We're going to square these up. These are going to stay face up, and we're going to go ahead and do it again just so we can deal out more cards here. Once again, they are looking for one of those 3 kings. I have not seen any. Nope, none there. We're going to keep going here. We're almost getting down to the end. So let's just deal all of them out. Just like that. Nope, we have this last little batch of cards. Let's go ahead and deal these out. So I think we're in good shape, but just to do a quick recap, remember we started this trick with a shuffled deck. My spectator took out any 3 of a kind that they wanted to. We did a bunch of cuts. We dealt out all the cards, leaving us with these 3 face down cards here at the end of the trick. And you guys may think it's absolutely impossible. We ended with our 3 kings. So that is the trick. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to learn how to perform it, make sure you watch the tutorial. All right, so this is a powerful no setup card trick that is easy to perform. All you're going to need is a full 52 card deck and you're good to go. So grab your deck and let's get right into the tutorial. You're going to start off with your spectator giving the deck a shuffle. Once they're done mixing up the cards, you can spread them out face up on the table and have your spectator take out any 3 of a kind from the deck. In this case, let's say they take out these 3 sevens. Just make a quick note of the 1 7 in this case, the suit that is going to remain in the deck. In this case, it is the spades. I will explain why later in the trick, but right now they are going to have these 3 cards face up on the table and you're ready to move on. At this point, you're going to be creating 4 piles of cards, and the number of cards in each pile is very important. The first pile is going to have 10 cards. So what you're going to do here is be spreading off cards and counting them in your head. I like to slide off the cards in blocks of 3. So there's 3, 6, 9, and then 1. That's going to be the first pile. That's going to be the pile of 10. And while you're doing this, I like to make a little small talk with the spectator so it's not completely silent at this point and it's not super obvious that you are counting a specific number of cards for each pile. It's going to take a little bit of practice to do that talk and then focus on the number of cards, but once you get it down and practice it, you'll be good to go. The next pile here, the second one, needs to have 15 cards. So There's 3, 6, 9, 12, and then 15. I'm placing it down right there. Now to make it go a little bit faster, this third time you're going to be spreading out cards, spread out exactly 9. So 3, 6, 9. Place these on the very end. And then the remainder of cards here in your hand is going to be 15. That's going to be pile number 3. And right there, you're good to go. 10, 15, 15, and 9. Those are the magic numbers for the cards in each pile. It needs to be exactly that or else the trick will not work. Once you have your 4 piles, you're going to tell your spectator to take the first card here, in this case the 7 of diamonds, place it face down and place it on top of the pile that has 10 cards. In this case, it's on my left. Then you're going to tell them to take any number of cards in the pile that's right next to it. Just cut them off and place them right on top. They're going to go ahead and take the second card here. In this case, the 7 of clubs. It's going face down on top of the second pile. Tell them to take any amount of cards they want to from this third pile here. Place those on top. Take the third card right here, the 7 of hearts. It's going face down on the third pile. And then what you can do here is pick up the far pile. In this case, it's on my right, the one with 9 cards. Place it right on top, and then just collect all of the piles like that. So now the deck is back to 1. At this point, the order of these cards is very important. It's necessary to be in this order for the trick to work. So you can do some false cuts if you want to keep the exact order of cards here. You guys probably noticed I did some in the performance. I'll leave a link on the screen right now to me going in depth on a few false cuts if you want to learn them. It's not required, but I do like to do it because it creates the illusion, you know, that you're mixing up the order of cards, but in reality, you are keeping this exact order because now you're going to get into the dealing portion of the trick. You're going to start dealing cards face up, and you're going to be alternating between face up and face down. It's very important on this first round of dealing, you start with the face up card there. So face up, face down, face up, face down. You're going to go through the entire deck, and you're going to tell your spectator to look out for their 3 of a kind in the face up portion of cards. But if you did the setup right, they're obviously not going to see their 3 of a kind, but just tell them that's what you're doing in this portion. You're dealing off cards one at a time, and they are keeping an eye out for any one of those 3 7s that they took out. So we're going to go ahead and deal this whole first round here. Just, you know, it's not going to take too long. It goes pretty quick. So just, we're done there. And it's really important that this pile of face down cards doesn't get too messy because you do need to keep this order of cards for the trick to work. So go ahead and move these you know, face up cards into view, keep them there, and you're going to go ahead with the second round of dealing. You're going to again start going with the face up cards just like that. You're going to go one at a time, have them keep an eye out, just stay the same thing. You can kind of pick up the speed a little bit here, but again, make sure you are keeping your face down pile somewhat neat so you can keep this order like the way it is. But here is one subtle difference that you need to, that is super important. When you get to this third round of dealing, you're starting with the face down card here. So face down, face up, face down, face up, just like that. That's only for this third round. And just a quick note there, I'll point out, you guys saw this 1-7 right there, the 7 of spades. But if your spectator says something, remind them this is the 1-7 that was stayed in the deck, because, you know, every value of cards has 4 and they only took out 3. So just, if they do call that out, just bring it up. You know, this is the one that stayed in the deck, so it's fine if they see that. Now, this last pile, you're going back to dealing the face-up card first. The only one where you are dealing the face-down card first is that third round of dealing. So after you've done this, you guys will see here, we didn't state it. They were going to say, oh, no, I didn't see any of those 3 7s. You can do a quick recap. You square up all these cards. I like to spread them out on the table. Tell them, we started with a shuffled deck. You took out any 3 of a kind. We did a bunch of cuts. We dealt out all the cards. And check out the 3 that we ended with. And they will be completely blown away that it is that 3 of a kind that they took out at the start of the trick. So that is how this one works. Really easy. Just a couple of subtle things that you need to do throughout the performance for the trick to work. But it's pretty much self-working. Definitely give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.